An eventful week on the ride-hailing front ended with a bang today. A judge ruled against the City of Surrey, banning them from ticketing Uber drivers. It comes as the first province-wide approval was issued today for a company most of us have never heard of. But as CTV's Penny Daflos reports, local entrepreneurs are ready to take on the heavy hitters.
The City of Surrey failed to convince a BC Supreme Court judge its bylaw officers were justified in slapping Uber drivers with $500 fines for operating without a business license, despite not making one available to them. Madam Justice Veronica Jackson ordered them to stop, finding Surrey has been attempting to ride two horses at once and tried to put the brakes on ride-hailing despite knowing it had no authority to prohibit it. And so, while he once proclaimed,
"We will not be issuing any business license to ride-sharing companies themselves,"
Surrey's mayor now simply says time to move on, while continuing to advocate for more favorable conditions for taxis and committing to working with the region's mayors.
We're pleased to see the mayor has signaled that the City of Surrey will be looking to participate with the intermunicipal business license that the region is working on, and that should hopefully be in place later this spring.
As Uber celebrates legal victories against Surrey and taxi companies this week,
when we received the news from the PTB, there were a lot of tears that were shed.
This Richmond-based company just became the first to apply for and get a province-wide ride-hailing license, with stage rollouts beginning in Metro Vancouver as they take on the big players.
If everything comes together, that we're hoping to operate within the next couple of weeks.
And despite initially operating in a gray area that earned them some fines, Caboo is now playing by the book and anticipates providing thousands of rides a day, specializing in multilingual service.
We have hundreds of drivers that are ready to join our company.
So, Penny, with more of these companies getting approved, how are they going to find enough drivers with that Class 4 license requirement? We know some of those companies have already had difficulties.
Well, they're starting to compete for people willing to go through the hassle of that license process. Uber had been offering a $500 signing bonus at one point, and Caboo was promising at least $25 an hour for full-time drivers, plus what they're calling subsidized benefits. So aspiring drivers can now start to pick and choose which app will offer them a better deal, Scott.
All right, thanks very much, Penny.